Happy Saturday.
Happy fucking Saturday.
Man, it's been such a freaking eventful week for me. How about you?
Not really for me. I've been on vacation this week. I mean, I've been busy doing housework because that's what my wife wants me to do.
Yeah, I know.
No. I'm sorry. Because that's what I need to do.
Right. Whatever. I don't care what the route you want to take to make yourself feel better about that. That doesn't really concern me.
I don't want to get murdered in my sleep.
All right. Well, quick couple things. I definitely want to talk about some music here in a little bit, but I think we have a guest today, a person who's, I know, a really big part of your life.
Yes.
Musically. And a guy I have a lot of respect for, and I think of him as a friend. I think we're friends. But
you can ask him that shit yourself.
Yeah. But he's a great dude, and we actually got him on right now. And I think we're just going to get this right from the beginning and just hang out all evening and just talk.
You know what? Let's fucking do it.
A co-host type situation, right?
Well, that'd be interesting.
Yeah.
We've never done that.
Right.
All right.
Well, you want to introduce him and grab him up? Bring him in.
Greg Reeves said yesterday or the other day that we were legends.
Yeah.
Now, this man here is a Portsmouth legend.
Yeah, absolutely.
At least in my eyes. But his name is Matt Edwards, and let's go ahead and bring him on.
You there, Matt?
Matt.
I'm here.
Yeah!
Hey!
How's it going, guys?
Oh my God, that actually went flawlessly. Not used to that.
We worked that out.
What's going on, man?
Oh man, just the same as you guys, working.
Working. Yeah, but you got that big boy job.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah.
No, but I do my big boy job from home. So.
Oh man, so you got like the double whammy. That is beautiful.
I have a extremely boring job in front of a computer for 9.5 hours a day.
Yeah, I always think that probably working from home would be nice, but I don't know if I'd like that or not.
I don't.
It was a big change, but having the kid, being able to go pick her up from school or take her to school and all that crap, that grown up stuff that wasn't really supposed to happen but did. That was it's been, and plus it happened right at COVID. I mean, for 16 years, I was in a nursing home.
Right.
Working in a nursing home.
And you recovered. That's really awesome.
Yeah.
You look great for being in a nursing home all those years, buddy.
Well, I mean, that's where this came from. I did like a weird 21 Jump Street thing where I went into a nursing home disguised as an old person rather than, a teenager and a 25-year-old in high school. Went as a 35-year-old into a nursing home.
Wow.
Infiltrated. There was a lot of secrets, I can tell you. But.
Well, I got to say, I think you look great. This is the first time I've seen you with that beard, and that's impressive. That's a good look for you.
I went to the barber because I can't keep this myself. And I just kind of went, I want you to make me look like DJ Everman. and she was like, I don't know who the fuck that is. And I was like, but just listen to the name. And this is what happened.
Give me the essence.
So, yeah, it was amazing.
Hey, if I'm anywhere and I'm talking to somebody and I'm like, and I drop the name DJ Everman, they're like, I don't know who that is. I'm getting up and walking out.
Right.
Like, this place doesn't deserve my dollars. I'm leaving. No,
he's a handsome man.
He really is. It's kind of disgusting how handsome he really is.
Yeah, and until I reconnected with him when he played bass for a Goat Fudge show, I never knew that. I didn't. I guess not. Never knew, but I did not know that I had actually met him several years before that, like multiple times.
For the people.
He played in a band that like a friend was dating the singer, and I went to their practice, and they played the East High School Battle of the Bands, and then he told me, I was with that band. I'm like, oh fucking shit.
For the people at home, I think we've said who DJ Everman is before, maybe even several times. I don't fucking remember. I really don't. But DJ does his own thing. He's kind of Americana. He's a great songwriter. He's also the second guitar player in Social Intents, one of our really great buddies. So just a little context there for you, just in case you didn't already know. And Matt, we need to start talking. We need to start diving into the context of Matt, because you've talked about Matt many times. So we need to jump in and just start fucking from the goddamn beginning and just let it rip. We got some time here, buddy. We grabbed this motherfucker right
early.
We did. So
that's a long time. That goes back to like 1992.
Yeah.
It's like I met and so Goat Fudge would never have happened had it not been for Mike Dyer dating a girl I knew. And then I met Mike Dyer. So it's really strange, man, because I was one of those people, I didn't know anybody from other schools when I was in high school. Like, I knew nobody. I knew the three guys I hung out with and my class, and I didn't know anybody else. No one outside of East High School. But I met Mike because he was dating a friend of mine. It was actually the summer I graduated in 92. And just so happened he played bass, found somebody else who played guitar, found Johnny Wisman who played guitar, and just started playing at this guy Aaron Cooper's house in Portsmouth, playing in the basement. And then after a while, Brian Smith showed up. And that kind of solidified Goat Fudge for a while.
Yeah, Goat Fudge was really huge in on the local level, the punk rock, if you will, scene. And it was like Goat Fudge was the shit.
You couldn't go anywhere unless
people still talk about it.
Yeah, I do.
Well, I mean, not just of course we do, but I mean, it's it was Goat Fudge was a big deal. You guys did a tour too, or I think didn't you? You did.
We did a tour. I mean, then we played a lot of shows.
And you were the drummer.
I was the drummer in Goat Fudge.
Right.
Yeah. Brian Smith sang and played guitar. Johnny played guitar. Then there was the traveling circus of bass players that we had. Aaron Cooper started on guitar when we first started. But God, let's see. So Mike Dyer, then Tim Taylor, not the Tool Man, but exactly. Tim Taylor, and I think I want to say Andy Bentley after that, and then that was when Andy got in. It was something. It was really different. I'd never played. I had met Andy through Sean, so that was another thing. I met Sean because he was dating a girl that I knew.
Yeah.
I had a lot of female friends in high school. But yeah, I met you through Tanya.
Yep.
And then I don't know how much time passed before, I think, going to your brother's house when Zipperhead started playing.
Oh yeah. That was maybe a year after that.
Yeah, it was a while.
Yeah.
So you two met in school?
No, I went to Wheelersburg. He went to East.
Yeah, that's right.
He was already graduated.
Right. He met you through a girl.
Yeah. And then me, Brian Humble, Chris Shelton, and I'm forgetting somebody, and I feel awful about it. I think it was Andy. Yeah, it was Andy. We started a band called Zipperhead, and we were like I guess for that time would be alternative, I guess. Does that sound about right?
Were you guys doing the
No, we were singing fucking songs about flowers and weird shit. I don't know. But, we were teenagers and we had the dream that we were going to make it big.
Oh, yeah.
We had that, musicians fight in us. And we sent out a bunch of demos. And I'm going to tell you right now, at the time, we thought it was solid gold.
Yeah.
Hearing it now, Hot garbage. I mean,
speaking of hot garbage, we left the AC unit on.
Oh,
so.
we did. Gotta pull that.
No, fuck it. We got continuity here. I mean, whatever. I don't care.
And then I don't really. Then I met you through Tanya, and then we kind of hit it off.
Yeah.
And I remember you like showing me like Dinosaur Jr. You were the guy who introduced me to fucking Bad Religion.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. But it wasn't just, Dinosaur Jr., Bad Religion. It was also the Third Wave Ska that we ended up being in a band with.
Right.
But also Buffalo Tom. There was a ton of music that, you introduced me to.
Excuse me.
And
a lot of that came from my brother, because at that time, my brother, I mean, it's like the epitome of that college rock time.
God.
And my brother just happened to be up in Columbus, around Columbus at school. So, he would introduce me to, Dinosaur Jr., Violent Femmes, all kinds of shit. Like you said, Buffalo Tom.
Are we talking about Keith?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and then we started playing.
Yep.
We were a Buffalo. I'm not gonna say we were in that kind of frame at first.
I'll bring up the name again that I think has been brought up in every episode. We wanted to be the Counting Crows.
Yeah, we really did.
We wanted to be a more mellow band.
Yeah, it didn't end up that way at all.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But yeah, so Jeff, see, my love for the Counting Crows goes back deep.
Yeah. Well, that would have been what, the mid '90s?
Yeah.
That's exactly when I discovered them. Mid '90s.
So I don't understand how we hated each other.
Oh, because you're a giant prick.
Yeah, maybe. But then
I don't know. That's something I can figure.
Yeah. And then we started. I can't. It was like one fucking practice that we were doing Soda Jerk.
Yeah.
And then the next practice, you was like, "Hey, can you play the trumpet?" And I was like, "I don't know. I'll try to figure it out, I guess." And then that's when you introduced me to the Third Wave, and I was like, "Man, that's fucking awesome! Where's this been my whole life?"
Yeah, that happened. That literally happened because I was at Andy's house. I don't know if you were there or not, but I was at Andy's house, and the video for Less Than Jake Automatic came on, and I was just freaking mesmerized. And I was just, holy shit, this is happy, fun, energetic. It was just kind of great.
It really helps your wife do the dishes too.
Yeah, exactly. Ska's the background of like every commercial.
Yeah.
Now. I mean, so it's just something to make you happy and I don't know, make you buy Toyotas. But
Subarus, come on.
Yeah, so saw that video, and then I just went down a rabbit hole of ska bands, just looking for ska bands, and that's pre. I guess it's not pre-internet, but it's pre. Everyone has the internet.
Yeah.
So
that was
to
dial-up.
find ska bands, you actually had to drive to Ashland or Huntington and go to a shop, go to a record store, and find ska bands.
Yeah.
There was no other than seeing them on 120 Minutes. There was no way to find out any of these bands,
I'm trying to remember
was that VH1
record shop that was in Huntington that we went to.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called either.
Yeah, but I remember us going there and just looking up different bands, and it was Catch-22.
Catch-22.
Catch-22 was one of those bands that we were like, oh my God, let's listen to this. And we listened to it from that shop all the way back home, and it was just like an hour and a half drive. And we just listened to it back to back, and it was just absolutely amazing.
I remember Catch-22. I forgot about them, actually. It's funny.
They're still together.
Yeah.
No
I
shit.
can tell you this right now because I plan on going to see Catch-22 down here. And then like a month later, Streetlight Manifesto.
Ooh,
Probably
nice.
playing roughly the same songs.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. It's two different bands.
But yeah, I remember that. I remember going to see Catch 22, and I do believe that me, Ian, and Adam like accosted the trumpet player Kevin in the bathroom, drunk, going like, "Oh, you gotta hear our band! It's so good! Yeah, well, if we ever come up to Jersey, I'll get a whole, that kind of shit." Because
That's what we do when we have that dream.
Yeah, and when you have that many drinks,
Yeah.
So,
well,
but
we did the same thing when we went to go see Real Big Fish in Dayton. When the show got shut down, and I can't remember who we gave the our demo to.
No, we gave John the demo at a Newport show.
Oh, really? I kept thinking it was the Dayton show.
I remember because I remember he was sitting down and I handed it to him and I said, "Yeah, this is just our demo." And he looked up and was just like, "Thanks."
Because we were so innovative at the time. No one else was doing that.
You get excited.
Yeah, no. We didn't just see you guys play.
Well, and the thing is, like, you get excited when you see bands. And you're like, "Oh, this is a similar band," or this is in our wheelhouse or whatever. And maybe they can help us out. Maybe we can help them out. Bands like that look for touring bands and all those kind of things all the time. I remember just getting. I get that way seeing my friends, and just to kind of keep it in context here. I remember seeing, like, I don't even know how many times this happened. Probably a bunch. When Mark McMillan would come in to play, one of our shows at Stein's.
Oh yeah.
And like he would immediately, as soon as he gets to Stein's, have to shit. And there was no separation in the old bathrooms.
Right.
So you'd I would get there and I'd have to piss. I'm a guy who has to pee a lot. So I go in the bathroom, I'm like, "Oh, I can't wait to see fucking Story Changes. Can't wait to see Mark where these fucking guys are." I go in the bathroom, and there's his fucking head and his legs. You can see him. And he's like, "Oh, hey, Jeff." I'm like, "Hi." and there's no turning back. Once I've seen the bathroom, like I'm going to piss,
right.
whether it's in that fucking urinal or not,
or the sink, or the floor,
or whatever it may be.
Because Frankenstein's bathroom, I don't think it really mattered.
It didn't. Oh well, I mean, but early in the night, you
try to keep it kosher.
You're trying not to. You're trying not. Yeah. Well, it's not really hit you yet, so you're like, "All right, I guess I'm gonna piss next to this guy. It's taking a shit over here." Like there's no stall, And that was like, I don't know if that was a ritual or just something he had to do, but yeah.
I can speak from experience because I played with Mark for a while. I swear to God, every place we went, Mark had to shit. But you guys probably know this too. Justin Ball did the damn same thing.
Yeah, I was going to say, but he wouldn't shit at the place. He would have to go somewhere else to do it.
Oh no, that was Mark after Kroger put in the bathrooms.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Every time, man.
That shit was funny.
But yeah, when I remember when we went and saw them and saw Goldfinger and Real Big Fish, and they shut down the show in Dayton. That's when Andy got Charlie Paulson, the guitar player, to sign his pack of cigarettes, and he walked up to him and said, "Hey, how you doing, Chuck?" And I've never seen someone look at another human being the way he looked at Andy. Just like he was going to rip. Like, I don't know who the fuck you are, but I'm gonna rip your fucking head off.
Yeah. God, that was a good time. But then, but I'm gonna go back to then we did the Schaefer's. We were the Impossibles at first, and then we turned into the Schaefer's, and then you guys all moved to. No, this is before you guys moved to Virginia. You were before the fall,
right?
And kicked me out of the band completely because I don't know. I'm still a little bitter about that.
Andy wasn't here.
Yeah,
he didn't move down here with us. But before the fall, it got to the point where getting 8 people together to practice was just not happening anymore.
Oh, I understand that. Fuck, me and Jeff, we have problems getting 5 people together.
We've had problems just doing this fucking show.
Yeah, a couple times.
So, I mean, you
and
know.
it's just us doing what we normally do on
Right,
a Saturday.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then before the fall, I want to say an emo band, right? Is that wrong?
Yeah, I want to be emo band. But really, it was just a rock punk band.
My old band played with Before the Fall a bunch of times.
Yeah.
No reason why. No reason why. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I named your band. You know that, right?
I don't know that, but it makes.
Okay, now let's hear that fucking story.
Yeah, please tell me, because
that was a drunken night with Danny Agers at Frankenstein's.
Was it? Did it have anything to do with the Pennywise song at all, or was it just a statement? And Danny was like, I like the way that sounds.
It didn't have anything to do with Pennywise.
Okay,
sorry.
Good, because I've been telling people forever, like, no, it's not the Pennywise song.
It was drunk. I was drunk. And, when I get drunk, well, okay, you don't know this because, as you always say,
because we don't drink.
Yeah, I know that.
Alcohol? What's that?
No.
You wouldn't know much about me because you always say I hate you.
Everybody hates me, Matt.
But, yeah, drunken, talking to Danny because I was obnoxious at times. And, you should name your band this. If you don't have a name, you should name it this. And then I just remember rambling off no reason why.
Oh, that's very interesting. Yeah, that's cool. Back in those days, I wanted a band so bad, and Danny always had a real way of knack for rallying people. That I didn't have patience for people. I'm like, you want to be in a band? They're like, I'm like, fuck you. They hesitated for a second. I'm like, I don't want fucking to deal with this shit. But Danny, like, they would listen and do what he wanted them to do. So, I knew getting him was key to actually getting him. I was willing to play bass. In the original, No Reason Why, I was supposed to be the bass player. I was like willing to give up guitar just to get a fucking band going.
Look at you, giving up, your dream.
Yeah.
But of course, I didn't last very long. I don't think I ever actually played a show as the bass player. But anyway, Danny would come in and say, "This is what we're doing." I'm like, "Right, whatever, that's fine. I don't give a shit. We're playing shows, right? Yep, all right, fucking good enough for me. Let's do it." But thank you.
That was something that I always thought was important when we started playing. When Go Fudge started playing, there weren't very many bands in Portsmouth. So, God, I don't even remember who we used to play with in Portsmouth. I remember, obviously we started playing with Mark and Rod and, those people played with. I think we played with Zipperhead a time or two, but I'm not 100% before I infiltrated and started playing guitar.
I have no idea.
But the Schaefers, there were more. We started getting popular enough to where the kids were actually coming to our shows at the JCs, and next thing you know, everybody had a band.
Yeah.
So, like, if someone wanted to open a show, heck yeah, I was all for it. And the more the merrier.
We've talked about that before. In Portsmouth, it was always like a community of bands. We didn't really care. If you wanted to come play, come play.
Back in those days, though, it was a little like, your level of, I don't know, goodness for whatever. Okay. I think that that maybe didn't matter so much as long as you were doing your own thing and you were a cool person, right. You were a cool band or whatever.
As long as you weren't a shitty person,
right? But it still was back in those days. Like, this is a punk show. This is for the punks. We weren't integrated back then.
Well,
we are now.
But we also didn't have like the Americana bands. Oh, I mean, we might have had them, but they just weren't around us.
They were there for sure, and so were the metal bands, but we didn't play with them either.
There was enough metal bands, just like Matt was saying. Bands started popping up everywhere around that time.
Yeah.
There was enough punk bands to play with punk shows. There was enough metalheads to play with metal bands.
Right.
But now, there's not that many bands popping up anymore. And a majority of it seems to be more like Americana. So, yeah, we just kind of conglomerate. We do like a Portsmouth Palooza every time we play a show.
Right. Well, we all realize, like, we're never going anywhere with this. Let's just have some fucking fun.
Let's have fun.
Right. Yeah. And
that's the important thing.
Right.
And
yeah, that's why that's why I went back to school. It was it got to a point where it was like, I don't think making like $50 at a show is going to pay bills or get me through life in any way. So go back to school, get a degree, get a job.
You get that big brain too. You're an
I
intelligent guy.
don't have a big brain. I've
got a big old.
There's a lot of Schaefer's Light that kind of got rid of a good portion of my big brain. I'm sure.
That house down on 6th Street.
Oh man, just being able to you're the 6th house.
That sounds like a Counting Crow song.
I have said this. You're getting ready to say the 6th house down from 6th
house down. Yep, from the 6th Street carryout on 6th Street.
On 6th Street, and that was Mayhem House. That's where I originally broke my tooth.
Was that on the other side? Was that on the odd side, the even side of the street, or the
odd side?
Odd side. Okay, I'm trying to remember exactly where that was. So,
well, it was 6 houses down from the 6th Street carryout.
I get that, but I need to know which side of the fucking streets.
6 houses down.
What was it? Andy and Aaron went to school with the girl who worked at the carryout.
Yeah,
I think. And so we got free Schaefer's Light, like a case of Schaefer's Light a day at least.
Oh shit!
Oh yeah,
not more. And got it all for free.
That probably took about a third of the money that you needed for the beer for the day.
Oh man, I mean, I just remember going over to the house and just being like, "Fuck it, I guess we're drinking," and we're drinking. And doing other things, and we're drinking. Century Club in the fucking living room. Yeah. But my favorite is when we went to the recording workshop. And the first time, if I'm not, Matt, you correct me if I'm wrong here, but the first time we moved the Bigfoot into the woods because we were that inebriated thinking someone's going to think that's a Bigfoot. And, and then we went up there and then we took like the totem pole, moved all the figures.
I've heard that story. Yes.
And and moved them to like the golf cart part or whatever. I mean, how many years was that totem pole in the living room?
I mean, it was there for 2 years at least, but that was always my favorite question to answer when someone would come in and say, why is there a totem pole in your living room? And the actual answer is because the 8-foot gorilla wouldn't fit in the van.
Man.
I remember you guys went up that hill, man, running up the hill to the student housing.
Yeah.
And tying the gorilla up top. All of us like someone's gonna come out and be really fucking freaked out. They're gonna think it's a Sasquatch.
Oh God,
we're gonna get a phone call from some asshole.
Every time that makes
that's
me laugh.
holding on to a grudge from the '90s. Like, where the fuck did that? After all these years, they're gonna figure out what happened. They didn't know.
Like, I don't even know why they liked having us come up and record there because we caused nothing but chaos every time we went up there.
Yeah. But we were fun.
That's fun.
Probably why.
Maybe.
And for one thing,
care.
if these kids were going to be audio engineers or anything, they'd have to deal with giant assholes like us.
So we were just putting them through.
Learn how to do it in school.
Yeah. They don't teach that everywhere, I'm sure.
Well, you want it to be fun. I've done studio time when it's fun and when it's not fun. I've not done a lot of studio time, but I have experienced both, and I've seen I've seen it. The results from when everyone's having fun and fucking shit up.
Yeah,
it's way better than when it's a chore and like no one's in a good mood. Like. Yeah.
We were talking about band dads before. Matt was 100% the band dad.
Oh, yeah. Everybody knew that. That was clear even back in the day when he was basically a little kid.
I was a huge worrier.
Yeah.
That's why.
Oh yeah. And all of us would, I'm not going to say feed on it, but yeah, we would feed on it. And we would do whatever we could just to get Matt annoyed enough to freak out. And then we would, jump in line.
Oh.
Yeah, we would. But we wanted to see him get there. Which is shitty on my part because I know I was 100% doing that.
He does that shit to me today.
Oh, yeah. So.
Thanks. That helps with the Wellbutrin and the Lexapro.
But yeah, I mean, we had such a good time, all those years being in the Impossibles and the Schaefers, playing, when we went on tour.
That wasn't my first bigger tour, but we were out for like a month and a half or something.
Yeah.
First show was in Chillicothe.
Oh,
and we sold almost all of our merch at the first show. And slept at a truck stop on 23.
The Wampler.
The Wampler. That's right.
And that's also the night that we played Convoy like 15 times before we left to go sleep in the parking lot. It's not like they didn't know who the fuck we were. But yeah, that was a good. And then, we played Cleveland with the Lock Nazi.
Yep. Sitting in the parking lot of a locksmith the whole day.
God, the guy hated us.
Oh.
He was nice about it though.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I really hate you.
Oh man. I mean, we couldn't leave. We had all of our shit crammed into this van.
That didn't have any locks.
Locks on it. So we couldn't leave, so we had to sit there and wait the whole time. Getting yelled at McDonald's. A McDonald's up there because we were taking too long. I remember that. But man.
I remember a lot of bathing in McDonald's.
Yeah.
And
Man.
It was fun to wash your hair in a McDonald's sink is always nice.
Yeah, shitting at the beach.
No, back when we all had hair. We had to wash it.
I had hair.
Yeah. I did too.
Long, beautiful hair.
No beards, all hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It went from.
I think I had a goatee for a while.
You did. I do remember the goatee.
I had a goatee for a minute.
And then I'm going to go and throw this story out. Cat West. Matt, Cat West.
Yeah. That was a night. To me, I think if you can sucker strippers out of money and pizza, I think that is just wonderful. That was one of the most interesting nights I think I've ever had.
It wasn't. We didn't sucker them out of nothing. They wanted to buy us stuff
because they felt sorry for you.
They did, and that's partially my fault because I told them, "Yeah, we're a band, we're on tour. Our show got canceled tonight, so we didn't make any money tonight. So we don't have much. I think we said that Bob spent the last of his money to get in because some guy's sister worked here. Somebody who we were supposed to play with that night, his sister worked at the strip club.
I forgot this.
No shit. Yeah, I didn't hear that.
Yeah.
But then, the dancers completely ignoring everybody else after, we spent our connection's gone.
Not anymore.
Oh, there it is. Okay. I'll go back to that. All the strippers getting off stage after we already spent our $5-10 or whatever we could at the rail, and then coming over, not giving us lap dances, but just sitting there talking to us.
Yeah.
The whole all night, the people, the DJ or whatever was like, "All right, we have Cinnamon over to the stage," and Cinnamon would be late because she's over there talking to us or whatever. Yeah, and she would go up there, do her thing. As lovely as I'm sure that it was that I remember, and then coming back and just sitting down talking to us. It was one of the most surreal instances I've had ever.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was my second strip club experience ever, and definitely the most interesting one.
Right. God, that was so good. It was, man. And then, we played in Atlanta, which I know it doesn't seem like much, but we played in Atlanta. They spelled our name wrong on the marquee, and then we only played for the other band. That was it.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I remember talking to you, Matt, going, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just go out there and give them the show that, we always put on. And we did, and we killed it.
Yeah, we killed it.
And that was fun.
I don't doubt that. You guys were super tight, super entertaining. You really did. I mean, you had everything it took to go as far. I mean, that's the other side of things, and we talk about that all the time. Is like we've known many bands. I don't even too many to even count. Who have everything it takes. They're willing to go on tour. They have great songs. They're entertaining to watch. They have all the marketability, marketability, whatever that's fucking called.
All right.
But I mean, it takes more than that. It really does. I mean, we said the three things. You either have to know somebody, already have money, or just get really fucking lucky.
Yeah.
And I mean, it sucks, but I mean that's what brings us here. That's what we're talking about. We're talking to local level bands because they deserve it. Someone should be talking. We've done it. You guys have done it. You guys were, the Schaefer's was awesome. I mean, I'm not the biggest ska fan in the world, but I do like ska.
Your wife loved us.
I know she did.
His wife loved us.
Yes, she did. Yeah.
We have Cubby over there, by the way.
Oh, yeah, his wife loves us.
But
the girls loved us. Yeah.
The
twins loved us.
And that's what we wanted. We always wanted to bring a good time to everything that we did.
Just fun. Everybody drink. Everybody have a blast. It wasn't. Even if we were going outside and somebody was hitting somebody else with a van, it's not.
Shit!
Not I didn't do that, right?
Don't worry, we'll get back together. It'll be fine.
Yes. No, Jeff, you didn't do that.
Okay.
That happened with two members of the Schaefer's.
Oh, so you guys are hitting each other with the vans.
Yeah.
All right.
I remember it happening, but I don't know why it happened.
Someone didn't want someone to drive, and next thing you know, they're backing a van out and knocking the other one down. That was the break. That's what I always said. I think I put that in our little bio. Except for a short break when so-and-so hit so-and-so with a van.
Yeah, I fucking forgot about that until you brought that up.
It happens.
That's beautiful.
Well, I didn't know.
Go ahead.
I didn't know any of you guys. I knew Adam a little bit previously from just through Jerry, actually.
Yeah.
Jerry Allen.
Oh, wow.
But not really. I knew who he was, but I didn't really know him. And my first real experience with you guys, I mean, I'd been to some shows, but never talked to you guys. Obviously, we've talked about that a time or two.
Yeah, this fucking dude always says that. Everyone hated him.
But you didn't. I mean, you didn't talk to me.
You didn't fucking talk to me either, man.
But I didn't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
I didn't talk to anybody who I didn't know. I know there are tons of people in Portsmouth in that time who think I am the hugest asshole, but I was so shy. I didn't talk to anybody.
Matt, you and I had that conversation several years back.
When we started out, when we started playing and things like that, I didn't talk to people I didn't know. I saw Jeff plenty of times. It's kind of hard to miss Jeff. He's like 20 feet tall, and he walks into the room, and he's the tallest fucker standing in the back.
And so good
being
looking.
Respectful to all the short fuckers who have to stand, be in front of him. But
you're like my height.
I know you were tall, man. You're taller than me.
Not much, maybe an inch or two.
An inch or two, yeah.
So wait a minute. I want to make sure. An inch or two, is that a lot? Is it not much?
Please comment and let us know. An inch or two.
Height. Okay, yeah.
But like so back in the day, I had a band
Just trying to figure it out, baby.
before the No Reason Why days. I had a band that it was just 3-chord fucking punk rock band called the Cum Dons, and we had booked a show. We were supposed to play the Brew Pub in town in Portsmouth, Ohio. It was like a Halloween thing or something, and Ryan Atkins. We're going to talk to Ryan at some point in the future. So, great friend, like the biggest music buff I think there is in the entire world.
Nicest guy.
Yeah, and such an awesome dude. But he was like, "We're gonna play the Brew Pub. You guys need to come play with us." So we're like, "Sure, we're there." And we practiced our asses off. We were ready for it. We get there and they're like, "No, sorry, this was double booked and the other band's already here. So go fuck yourselves," basically. And you know, back in that day, that's just what happened. So, we were like, "What the fuck are we gonna do?" And like, no, like I said, I think the Schaefers are playing at Stein's tonight. And we had never played Stein's. So we're like, maybe we should go down there and see if we can jump on. We knew you guys were the only band the whole night. So, because you had enough material to cover a whole night.
Oh, yeah.
So let's just go see if we can take our 2 bands to Stein's and like for free, like not expect any money. And everybody was like we get there, and I think I knew Ian a little tiny bit. So I was like, I knew he was kind of cool. So I was like, "Hey, Ian, what do you think?" I presented him, "Hey, what do you think about us joining your show?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm cool with it, man. But you need to ask Adam." And then, so we didn't ask Adam. We went to the next person, which and it went through like you.
And I said you need to talk to either Matt or Adam.
Right. And then we went to Matt, and I thought Matt's the one. Matt's the guy. We knew Matt was the guy. And even Matt was like, "You need to talk to Adam." Everyone's like, "You need to talk to Adam." Everybody was like, "I'm cool with it, man. It sounds like a fun time to me, but you need to ask Adam." And I got that finally after everybody. I was like, "Fuck, we gotta go ask Adam." And Adam's the guy I knew, and he was like, "Fuck no."
Yeah.
And I was like, "What do you mean, fuck no?" And he was like, "Man, we got a whole set tonight. We're gonna do this. We're gonna play all night." And at the time, I didn't get it. I get it now. I get.
Did you guys not play with us?
We played. No, we did play that night.
Oh well, then
Adam,
what the fuck are you bitching about?
Adam. Well, it's just funny because how it all works out. Because he came around. Eventually, he was like, "Whatever. I don't fuck it." I mean, he didn't come around like the nicest way ever.
Right.
He was like, "Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Whatever." I was like, "Dude, everybody else in your band is being cool about it. You're the only one being a dick." And
Shocker.
he was like, "Fuck it, whatever. I don't care." And he stormed off, and we played.
Ah, nice.
I
don't remember that. I still don't remember that.
I had a lot of good nights with Adam, and I'm sure he fucking razzed me, and I did too. The whole night. It was a fun night. I barely remember it. That's like the biggest part,
right?
But that's kind of where I think I started playing at Stein's, was fucking that night, pretty much.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. 2001, probably. Was my first time ever playing there. As far as I remember. I don't think we played there before that. Maybe. I don't know. And it was Halloween. It was destined.
Halloween.
Right.
Yeah. That wasn't even an option back when I first started playing. Stein's wasn't even an option. We had, like... Shit, we played Tracy Park and the Big House.
Yeah.
The Big House.
Big House.
I never got to play the Big House.
And of course JC's, but
I went to the show
Stein's wasn't an option when I first started playing. I don't think I played Stein's until
Jay Ferguson.
The Schaefers, and that started out at the State Bar, Chuck's off campus.
Yep.
Because we all, half of us worked there.
Yeah.
So just play at the bar that you work at.
I mean, it worked out for us.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But just for a record, like I said, I do not hate you, Jeff. I don't.
I don't believe you.
Look at my eyes. I don't hate you.
I can't look into your eyes and get lost in your beard.
I get lost in my beard.
No, we actually had this, and I've told you this before. I think we had this conversation like 2 or 3 years ago, because Matt's in Virginia Beach. We've seen him. We've seen his face. He's actually came to a show. He drove in for a show with us and the Store
Goat
Changes, and then he did the Goat Fudge thing too.
Right.
So, but really, that's the most I think I've ever talked to you. And I was at your bachelor party too, which I heard that was a fucking travesty after I left, but a fun fucking story. And that was I enjoyed that day. We had fun in the backyard, drinking, hanging out. But yeah, I mean, I know how it goes. And honestly, I was the same way. Matt, the only difference between you and I, as far as that whole level of not talking to people who don't talk to you or you don't know, is that I assume my brain takes me to assuming that you're not talking to me, it means you hate my guts. So I mean
it's a good assumption at first, but you can't hold on to it for a long time. I don't. There's not many people I hate. So
no.
Yeah, I just didn't.
I love you too.
It came out because like I said, I didn't know.
He didn't
people
say it
from
back.
other school. I do love you. I heard you. I was just going to wait.
There we go.
I was going to wait till a special time to say it back, but that's okay.
Oh man,
just seeing you guys made my month, man.
Well, I'm glad.
To see you guys.
Well, when Sean told me that we were doing this, I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be fucking awesome."
Yeah.
We gotta get him right from the rip.
Yeah.
And we were totally couldn't wait for it. So
I told him you guys are like my Sunday or Monday morning ritual at this point. Either if I have to work on Sunday, I put it on while I'm working. If I don't work on Sunday, I work Monday morning. I put it on when I first start working.
Oh,
and it just
it's entertaining, man. It's good.
Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you like it, man.
I dig it a lot. But yeah, when you asked me about it, I was like, "Oh God, yeah."
Yeah.
I told Holly, I was like, "No, man." I put my phone down. And I looked at her and went, "He asked."
Yeah.
Well, we always knew we were going to have you
Yeah.
on. In our whole format, we've just not been sure about things, and we know you do come back here from time to time. And we had discussed, maybe waiting and having you on when we can have you in person, but we're not really set up for that yet. We kind of mocked something up today for our little our guy over here in the corner, but I think he's not too sure about coming on, so we're not going to push that. But if you do come into town anytime soon, or ever,
Anytime.
then
Anytime.
we will be ready for in-person guests, probably within a month or two, maybe. We'd love that. We'd definitely love to have you on.
Oh, it'd be great. Yeah. Like I said, I told Sean that it's like I was going to ask if I could be on, but I didn't want to sound like an asshole. Because I just want to hang out with you guys for like an hour. I don't see anybody.
Well,
I talked to my brother. That's like the extent of my Portsmouth experience.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
well, it looks like it says we have about 2 minutes left on this. So I'm going to throw a little curveball at you, Matt, and I do apologize for this if it makes you feel uncomfortable.
Uh-oh.
But
I'm good.
All right. You are the main reason why I'm here today.
Oh.
Musically, and just a solid guy all the way around. You introduced me to so much stuff. It's ridiculous.
Even all that weird porn shit you watch?
Especially all that weird porn shit.
Not the scat.
No, not scat. We both have that same affinity, which I also think I got from you.
I don't know. He said He said not the scat. It makes me think it's the scat.
But, like I said before, I was an alternative guy, and then you introduced me to punk rock. You are the person who brought me to Bad Religion. You are the person who brought me to NoFX. You are the person who brought me to Operation Ivy, i.e., the shirt that you're wearing right now. You brought all of that stuff to me, and you kind of molded me in a musical sense that I don't think I would have been without you here. And you don't understand. You might not understand how grateful I am for that. Because I can listen to all kinds of stuff and not feel bad about it. And I'm 100% saying that's because of you.
Well, thank you. Now, when this goes off.
Let's get him back. Let's get him back for 5 minutes, okay?
That made me giggle. I was watching it.
He was getting ready to give you everything you wanted for so long.
It went away.
Yeah, let's get him back. Let's just. I mean, we need him back for that. We're getting Matt back because we weren't done with that conversation. Matt,
no, we were not done with that conversation.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was saying before, you are the reason why, that
shut the fuck up.
That I am, the musician that I am today. Did I know I could sing? No. Do I still think I can sing? No. But you've done so much for me that I don't think that there's any way that I can repay you for that.
Oh man.
Besides, give you a hug whenever I see you.
Yeah, and we take care of that. I'm a hugger.
Yes.
I'm a lovable, huggable type of guy.
You truly are. And I'll tell you right now, both of us give good hugs.
Yeah. I pride myself on my hug, actually.
But yeah, so really that's the reason why, that I do the things that I do. We were talking about like fun and trying to be involved and just trying to do things that we want to do to make everybody else happy around us. And I owe 100% of that to you for being a Bandad warrior, because where would I seriously, you play shows with me, how bad off do I get sometimes? Very bad. You wrangle me in to keep me
bad off as I get.
Yeah.
We were all kind of a jumble of anxiety and depression. So.
Yeah. 100%.
And abuse.
Why
That's how we
not
were.
play ska?
But
it's an obvious choice.
But I mean, I can't thank you enough for doing what you've done and being the person that you are as an influence to me, personally and musically. Yeah. So suck it.
It's touching. He'll never.
Okay, then fine. You're welcome. Again. I did my part.
Yes, you did very well. And
I will say that a lot of that stuff that I even learned came from Mike Dyer, Brian Smith, Brian's roommate Chris, Tim Taylor, all those guys. My brother. Just learning new bands. But yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for somebody teaching somebody else, or showing somebody else the way, who knows where everybody else would be right now? And you are mine.
Yeah, I would be at the Eras tour. I mean, probably.
You say you'd be at the Eras tour?
Yeah.
I'm happy about that because I would 100% go to that. I would love to go to that. I just don't got the money for that kind of thing.
No one does. But yeah, I got it from all those guys I met in Portsmouth, and introduced to a lot of punk bands that I hadn't heard, and I would do that. I would try to get people into bands.
Yeah,
I would try to get. I'd try to get Adam G into the Ramones and the Cure, and then that was successful. And then he moved on to other punk stuff.
Right.
So yeah, that was my plan, just to get everybody to think exactly like me.
Well,
slowly rule Portsmouth.
And I will say, this is the moment, and it might seem minuscule to some people, but it meant so much to me. I went to your house on 3rd Street, and your lovely, lovely mom was playing a video game. I can't remember what it was, but she said
Ogre Battle.
Yeah, most likely. And then you were upstairs playing drums. And, at the time, I didn't know what drums, like what a good drum sounded like. You know what I mean?
Matt's drums were fucking awesome.
Yeah. And I remember going upstairs and you were just banging around on shit because that's what it sounded like to me. But then I put the headphones on and everything made sense. You were playing note for note, what was being played through the headphones. And it took me from listening to a bunch of garbage, because that's how I thought drums sounded at the time, to actually hearing what music was supposed to be like. And you have no idea what that's done for me. None.
That's how I learned to play drums, was putting on headphones and playing to Rush, actually.
I was going to say Rush, but I didn't want to be wrong. But even in my head, I was like, it was Rush. And I just remember, just going up there going, what the fuck is all this samples and all these little doo-doo-doo-doo-doos? And then putting it on and then be like, oh, fuck, that's what that is.
I can definitely appreciate the drums aspect of Rush, but Rush is another band that I don't fucking get.
I don't get it.
I don't fucking get it.
It's an acquired taste. It's like oysters, If someone picked that up one day and said like, "Ooh, I'm gonna eat that."
For me, it's just Geddy Lee's voice. I can't deal with it. It just bugs the shit right out of me. I mean, immediately.
That's what everybody sounds like in Canada. You just didn't know.
I'm not big on Canada either. To be honest. I'm joking on that one because, I mean.
So if we have any fans in Canada, Jeff hates you, but I think you're fantastic.
It's their floppy heads mostly that just piss me off.
South Park.
No, I fucking love Canada. I really want to go there, and I know a lot of fucking great bands from Canada, but and we actually had a couple conversations, many conversations with some Canada bands, and almost had some shit set up to take Social Intents on the road.
Yep.
To go up there, but then COVID happened, and it fucked it all up, and we've never gotten back there since. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. COVID did COVID ignite any musical escapades for you guys?
Yes, the late Parlor Ruckus.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
And you even you wrote some of your own songs,
I did.
And you definitely helped me with the late Parlor Ruckus stuff. Just original songs that, I mean, I don't think they're great songs or anything, but they're songs.
They're good. They are.
We've got.
Are you having fun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and
there you go.
It seems that I see a cycle here that everything just goes back to, are you having fun?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well,
right?
At this point in our lives, no one's going to be like, you know what, that motherfucker needs to be on the screen and he needs a record deal. That's not going to happen.
There's no Wayne World situation for us.
No.
Yeah.
So, work your day job and play at night is, what we got to do now. And I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't play music hardly at all anymore, which is really
shame.
sad.
That's a shame.
But I have everything I need to record. And that's what's probably going to happen for me in the next year. Is just recording some old Schaefer stuff, some Before the Fall stuff, and then new stuff.
Well, we need some. I think maybe because we're actually getting ready to move our studio.
Yeah.
And it'll be more into like our practice space and recording space.
I got a piss.
And Sean's gonna go tinkle. I like how you left the camera on him. That's great. But I mean. Don't worry, he won't be alone because there's no way he's going to wash his hands. But like maybe there's an app. Maybe we should get together and do. I mean, we know how Jerry Allen does it with medical collaborations. Perhaps we can get together and do some stuff like that. Would be really cool.
Yeah, I'd be down for that. Yeah, absolutely. I still have most of my equipment. Got rid of some things, threw some things away because no one wanted them, and it pissed me off.
I see your big boy back there.
The orange, yeah, I still have my orange. Too many guitars and the one bass guitar, and bought a Mac Studio so I could record, have some monitors, have Logic, have an interface, have everything I need. Just need to get off my ass and actually do it. The next investment is actually because there's zero way I can record drums. I have everything to record drums, but I live in a not so understanding neighborhood that drums uh, will not pass.
Man, there's all kinds of things you can do. All kinds. I mean,
the next investment is going to be some electronic drums, a good set of electronic drums that I can then just use some software, some plugins to make sound much better and record drums myself.
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing I don't want is to program drums when you're a drummer. That's
right.
like the you feel like shit.
Yeah.
So
I get
that's
that.
That's the next thing. So
yeah.
I can record.
I'm just like, you know, I have really great neighbors. I really like them, and I hope that they like what noise comes out of my house. But and I do try. I do try to keep it to a minimum if I can. But we do what we do, and you know, my son Alex, he's drummer, and it's constant. I mean, we can't even hear ourselves think in the house. He'll walk in and be like, "Hey, I'm going to play the drums," and it's like, okay. And there's no watching TV or anything for a little while, and I think we've got it down to where the noise isn't so loud outside. It's just it all stays inside.
You talking about Alex?
Alex.
Oh yeah.
And you know, we just got letters in the mail actually about from their school. And from Dominic and Dominic, guitar player, keyboard player, piano, whatever. Alex, drummer, and they both met the state criteria for gifted in music.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Motherfuckers! I didn't get that.
Well,
No, I'm really proud of them. They're both just they're really good. They're awesome. But
yeah, no, I've watched several videos of your son playing drums. And watch the progression. Actually, he's got good style. Yeah.
Yeah, he listened, you know, to King B and Bobby Hunt, you know, from, you know, basically our practice space was right underneath their bedroom.
he had no choice.
and he was into it too. So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, he really did. He picked up a lot, and he liked. It's funny if you listen to him play, and if you know who Bobby Hunt and King B are, then you know they're. If you listen to him play long enough, you're gonna hear it. You know, you're gonna hear that mix. It's like, oh shit, you know. I hear it all the time, and I'm not mad about it.
No,
not at all.
I wouldn't be either.
Why are we looking at cavemen and shit? I don't know what's going on here on my monitor, but.
I don't know either, but I looked over. You know, he was looking up goat fudge.
Was it
and
goat?
Then, yeah, and then the only thing that came up was goat milk fudge.
Goat milk, right? Yeah, that's what I was saying too.
I mean that's where the name came from.
Right.
One of the Amish farms on the way up to Columbus.
Goat milk fudge.
Goat milk fudge.
Yep. All right, Matt. We're gonna go ahead and let you go. Get you out of here.
All right, brother.
Man, thanks so much.
I love you so much, and I hope you had a good time.
And I had a blast, and you know, to go back to what you said, I also would not have been where I was without you and Andy just clicking with you guys the way I did musically, and then bringing Adam into the mix. So
you can balance it out.
It just kind of, really clicked. Plus, we all got along so well. All we wanted to do was drink and play music.
Yeah, have fun.
It worked out. So, yeah, I can't thank you enough. Jeff can't thank you enough for continuing on punk rock after I left Portsmouth. So,
well, you were a really great example, and you know, this is where my heart is. And if you come back here anytime, you know, we would. Fuck the show. I don't really give a shit. I'd like to hang out with you.
Yeah,
With
you're right
arms wide
pretty sure you're
open.
right around the corner from my brother. So
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
that's whenever I go back to Portsmouth, I'm usually over there.
Make sure you hit us up.
I
For
know
real.
where I know where his brother lives, so we're good.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Matt.
Sounds like a plan.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, man.
Have a
Love
good
you
one.
too.
Thanks
catch
a
you
lot,
later.
Matt. Thank you, buddy.
Later, guys.
See you, bud.
Bye-bye.
Man,
I
that was cool.
I've told you before. That
Yeah.
guy was just such an inspiration to me.
I know.
We were inseparable for many, many, many years, and that guy is just nonstop,
Yeah.
just musical influence.
Yeah. I know.
Like I said before, it kind of, it might have come off as jokingly when I said that, he was, Greg Reeves is calling us legends in Scioto County. He truly is.
Yeah.
Matt Edwards is truly a legend.
Absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know. I just, wow, my whole mood kind of just went. Meow.
Well, I mean,
It's weird.
that was a cool interview. Kind of gives some context as to who we are, as to who you are. And I think that's cool. I really do. And Matt's a great dude.
Yeah.
And he's not done. We can, because of the power of the internet, we can
Should we try to pull something out?
we can pull something out of him.
Maybe.
And he's down. He's down for it.
Yeah, he is. Well, he said within a year he's gonna start recording stuff.
Oh, he's not. It's not even gonna be that long.
Yeah, that's what
I'm gonna work my Jeff Horner magic on that motherfucker.
Yeah, you
Don't
should.
worry. When I got some work to do in the studio. I get that done,
Right.
And we're in business. So, he might have some. I think he was kind of more referring to the drums capability, which he's a fucking awesome drummer. But
I said it for years that he is the greatest drummer playing guitar.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So, but we can drag some songwriting out of him.
Oh,
some
yeah.
guitar out of him, some vocals, some harmony, some all kinds of shit.
That guy is an ace of everything.
Yeah, for real.
He is.
Yeah.
Musically, lyrically,
Uh-huh.
that dude's got it.
Yeah, and
And I'm proud to call him a friend of mine.
yeah, I am too now that he doesn't hate me after all these years.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah.
All right.
No.
I'm going to stop this fucking show.
Yeah. Let's stop this show and go hug it out real
Yeah.
real good.
I need it.
Yeah, you got it. It's coming your way, buddy. I'm gonna get you. Don't worry. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed the show, learning a little bit about us, a little bit,
a little
maybe.
bit of the history of punk rock Portsmouth.
Right. Yeah. And I hope you enjoy your weekend and go out there and drink one for us. Party. We're kind of in this situation where we cannot because we're here doing this show for you. So you go out there and have fun, tear it up in our name, and we really appreciate it. And hopefully we'll catch you next week.
Okay, bye. Toodles.